Alright, what's going on, stream? What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Likely gentlemen. Let us know who you have in today's race. Very intrigued to see. Personally, I feel like Chris is bound for one, but I think Francois is going to take this one, honestly. And it looks like we're starting to get into it now. Everyone's readying up. For sure, for sure. Usually that's not a problem. Not a problem though. I think that was just a one-time thing. I think we'll be good. But man, y'all tier two guys. What's the over under on? Probably. I'll say a 1.5 seems fair. Usually when it happens once, it happens twice. So it's all about gambling if it happens or not. We'll see. We only have 12 drivers today, but some talent here. We'll see. They'll make the most of it for sure. Looks like we have our first driver coming out. Who is that? It looks to be a Williams. Yeah, that's Miami Dave. Let's get on to Miami Dave. Um, so qualifying lap, we're probably looking at a pole lap somewhere nearby a 131. So we'll see what happens. I know a lot of these people are working really hard this week. Some people who don't have a race win yet really fighting, such as Will and Chris. I know JJ was putting in a lot of work, so we'll see what happens. See Loic coming out behind. Here, let's change some things here. Um, there we go. Now we can see everything. Got a full scale. So we have Loic second one out. We have Brandon third one out. So we're just gonna follow around Miami Dave. This is a beautiful track to follow, in my opinion, through this camera angle. So we're just gonna let it sit on this for a bit as we go on through to this next hot lap. Yeah, that's fair, man. So for a lot of people, this is their home Grand Prix. We're seeing Dave explore the track limits just a little bit on that hot lap as he's the first one to finally start a hot lap. Running it decently smooth there. Went a little low on the gears there, but keeping control of the car, which is important. We'll follow on to Loic next as he's currently going through his hot lap. See how he digs it here. Nice on the braking. Using the full exit, that's key. It is very easy to lose traction in the Sector 3 on this circuit, especially when you're pushing to your full limits. And Miami Dave, again, he's coming off of a hot qualifier in Canada, so let's see if he can continue on this momentum as we're going along, rounding out the last 3 turns of this sector. Looks like he's probably going to see himself somewhere around a 132. No, maybe even more. Wow. A 135.8 to start as we go into Loic now, crossing the line. He's going on for one last turn. A 135 to beat. He's already a few seconds ahead, I saw here. Yeah, so he's running at a 132. We have Brandon coming up next, rounding out these last 2 turns. Really throwing in that last corner. See what time he gets. He jumps up to P2 for the time being. He doesn't seem to be hot. We have V-Carbs on hot here. So we have Chris ahead of Adrian, crossing the line. He should be running it close. Corner cutting there. That's going to be an interesting case, to say the least, as he ends it there. We have JJ ending a lap. And we'll see where he jumps. Oh, that's Eddie, actually. So he jumps up to P1 now for the provisional pole position, as we still have a couple new people running through some laps. JJ jumping up to 3rd. That's a really good lap for him. Sharkwatch ending his hot lap here. I wonder if Francois gave him a little toe on that last hot lap, potentially. And he jumps up to P6. That's a strong one for him. All right, we got Francois starting the hot lap here. And we have Kevin just ahead of Francois. So Francois gets not to lose pole this season so far. He's gotten pole in every single race. So maybe we see something change here. Looking strong here so far. That Sector 1 is really important to your time. It's really Sector 1 and Sector 3 that really affect your time. Okay, a little lost control in these last sector, but he is still looking strong on the lap. We have Kevin finishing up in the last 2 turns right here. And then Will is on a hot lap, so we'll go on to Will after we exit off of Francois here. Eddie's still holding on to pole now, but again, the important part here as Francois takes the provisional pole position away. We're going on to Will now in the final sector. The last person to run a lap, we see Kevin Jacobs moving up to P5. A lot is very much going to shift. They're most likely the first laps for each individual will not be their best lap. We'll see a lot of shifting as the track does get a little grippier over time. And Will, it's interesting with Will because he does run with assist, but he's still able to get these quick qualifying laps. He's moving it up to P4 now, as now we finally have Loic again going out for another warm-up lap. Oh yeah, we don't have Tim on a hot lap. Okay, we have Tim on a hot lap right now, so we're going to follow on with Sam for a bit. Okay, it seems like he's not on a hot lap actually. Looks like he is cooling down. Yeah, he was only sitting on gear 7, so I don't think any of those people at the end of the sector are on any hot laps. I think Loic is the next one up, so we're just going to stick with Loic right now. And again, Loic looking for his third win of the season. He now has 2. 1 win in Spain, 1 win in Canada now. Canada being very strong drive for him. Very impressive performance qualifying from P5 and getting the victory there. Obviously in Spain, we know what happened there with the incident with Francois spinning out, losing the lead. Loic really taking control there, so that was a very interesting race to say the least. This season has been very interesting, and the key story will definitely be between Loic and Francois right now, as they are the 2 drivers in the rival zones matchup for this week. And they're the top 2 in the standings, only 2 points separate both of these individuals. As of now, we got Loic going onto his hot lap. He's going to have a lot of open space ahead of him. He only has Aston Martin to worry about, who should get out of the way very easily. Yeah, it looks like they're giving up the space, but Loic does lose the rear there a little. We'll see how that impacts his lap time. Not dropping any gears, holding it on 6. Okay. Running it really smooth there. I like what he did there. I think that's a purple sector 1, it looks like. Ooh, runs it wide there, and that's going to really kill his lap time. Yeah, he's losing time here. I think we have JJ. No, he's on an out lap. Okay, let's watch Eddie here. We have Eddie rounding off sector 1. He's also lost time on this lap, so let's see if he can gain it back on the second sector. Really running it smooth through here, Eddie. He runs it. Still holding on to P2 here. We have a McLaren now starting a hot lap. Do we have anyone else finishing laps right now? Whoa, Eddie's spinning it on turn 1. That's tragic. Alright. Looks like we have Prix running it through right now at the end of sector 1. He's already super low on DRS. I think he might have already ran a lap. Alright, so we'll hold on to Kevin here. We have Kevin at the end of sector 1. Not too much change in. JJ running it pretty smooth. Going up to P5 is important for him, I guess. We'll see if he can start to improve that up. Really struggling at the start of the season for him. Strugglesome lap also. Miami-Dade had on his first run around. Of course, we have Adrian favorite for driver of the day. We'll see if that P12, if he maintains that P12, if he can push up the grid. But we still got another 5:45 running through this qualifying session as Kevin does not gain time. He is still losing time throughout sector 2. So we'll see if he maintains this hot lap, if he decides to pit, or what happens here. Gonna be close here. He does gain time and he moves up a position. We have JJ now rounding it. Oh, he's lost a lot of time. Eddie, of course, he's had the damage. Francois running a even faster lap after sector 2, which is insane. Someone's got to beat this guy in qualifying. Of course, right now we have the over-under at 1.5 on his spinning out. So we'll see if that comes into a factor. He's really swinging that car. And yeah, he continues to gain time there. We have Will starting a hot lap. And he's the only one who seems to be on a hot lap right now. And he's losing time, so I think he's just going to pull out for now. That JJ going into the pits, yeah, he's going super slow into the pit. I know he DNF'd in practice one time, so that's comical. We have Loic on an out lap. I don't think anyone's really running it hard right now, so we're going to hold it here. Oh my god, I guess this is out lap, but I better not see people doing that on their hot lap. Okay, we have Loic starting his hot lap now. Not a good exit again. He's really pushing it. Again, soft tires are not the greatest on the circuit. Vector, oh, that's going up a little bit. He's losing a bit of time and a bit of traction. And yeah, your time's up. Let's go to Miami-Dade. Loic, I need better from you, brother. If you're watching this, come on, do better. Don't be a bum. Just hang all up. Miami-Dade really, almost losing it there. Didn't really maintaining 60 seconds also. Beautiful to see. Running it smooth through that. That's a very important hairpin. That exit, you can gain a lot of time on this straight if you get a really good exit here. So Miami-Dade's doing a really good job. Another important turn here on this lap, of course. Dropping it to gear 1. That is pretty ambitious. Still cutting it really good on this lap right now. It's gonna save some time. Oh my god, he left his overtake on. And he improves, but not into a position, so maybe that will hold off on Adrian. We have Eddie starting raw lap here. This is a pole contender here. Let's see what he can do with this lap. You're getting out of the way. Eddie's running it really smooth here. That was really strong off that hairpin. Looks like we have a couple people crossing the finish line. Colin improved his lap time. I think Chris just finished a lap. I could be wrong about that. Yeah, it looks like someone's slowing down at the end there. Eddie saving some time. We could see if he jumps ahead of Lowick. Running it a little wide there. So Eddie's going quicker, so we'll see what happens. We have JJ running it behind Eddie. Lowick in the grass is not shocking at all. Sorry, Lowick. Eddie jumping up to P2. Let's see where his teammate jumps up to, if he does. He holds off. We have Kevin finishing his lap right here. See where that moves him. He jumps to 7. I think that's... Man, I don't know what Lowick's doing. Will's over there. We have Tim finishing. I think. Ayo, pause. Adrian finishing. Again, pause. Tim getting towards the end of the sector. Oh, he's really slow on the lap. I just thought that. Lowick, what are you doing? Chris is also slow. I think this is the grid. Yeah. Interesting. An unfortunate qualifying session for Chris, to say the least, I think. Obviously, a great racer. We'll see how he does in the race. A lot of chaos can happen. You usually expect to see Chris in the top 5, so it'll be interesting to see. I mean, personally, I hope Chris can climb. I love to watch Chris drive, so we'll see how that moves along. So now, as we finish off this session, Francois, 5th pole position of the season, still yet to be beaten, and we have Eddie lined up in the front with him. Of course, it's not too easy when you have Lowick and Will lined up behind you, and then JJ looking to make a big run as he's been struggling at the beginning of the season from P5, but he's got to also worry about the quickness of Adrian in P6. And then next P7 and P8, we got Kevin Jacobs and Brandon Beckstead. Again, two mid-pack drivers, but they've been really pushing it throughout the season, having some great performances. Of course, Kevin did not get the win that he felt like he might have deserved in the last race due to outcomes that may have happened towards the end, but we'll see how that goes. Of course, we have Chris and Tim, two very quick drivers in 9 and 10, so I'd love to see how they push forward throughout the grid. And then, of course, rounding it off, we have P11 and 12, Colin and Miami Dave. Oh, I'm very excited for this race personally. Even though there's only 12 drivers on the grid, this is a very important moment in the championship. Very season-defining moment, of course. And we'll see who pulls through, of course. The top 3 looking to stay within it. I hope for a good race. And I'm excited as we get along. Of course, we're going on to our formation lap. Let's look into the strategies that we're seeing. Only 2 hard runners right now are Will and Kevin.
As the cars come back towards the grid to line up for the start of the race, each driver will be wanting to get the best start they possibly can. And they'll be hoping to finish today's race on the podium, and failing that, within the points.
All right, and now we're getting into it as we see 5 lights and we're out. Here we go at the start of this Grand Prix. Ooh, a lot of battling going on as we go into turn 1. We have Loic trying to take the inside line on Francois. Francois holds off in the position right now. Francois holding P1. Eddie holding off on P2 as Loic still holds on to P3. JJ finding his way up to P4, overtaking Will at the start. Adrian holding on to his position. We have Chris climbing up the grid by 1. Kevin falling 2 positions. And then everything else stays as usual as Adrian holds on close to Will here. And a lot of battling going on so far as we start this Grand Prix. Moving towards the front of the grid. We're going to hold off on these drivers as, again, we have these guys on medium. I think they're just running medium hard unless safety car instances obviously pop off. Then we see other things maybe occurring. Loic trying to run in the mirrors of Eddie there. He does not budge. Adrian overtaking Will. An interesting rivalry we've seen come over time between those two. Of course, a lot of incidents that's happened in the last 2 races. And nice that we've had a clean start here as Chris finds his way up now to P7. Let's pull up the movers now. Yeah, so not too much changed. Kevin's dropped down 3 positions. Will's dropped down 2. Of course, Will's on those hard tires as well as Kevin. So that's very much as expected. Of course, the biggest mover is Chris, only moving up 2 positions. But we'll see him like he's going as he's slowly catching up to Chris. Will. Let's get some action on Eddie as he's running through the circuit. As he tries to catch up to Chris while ahead of him, hoping to get DRS. It looks like Francois might be able to escape here. Eddie's, of course, been pushed to his limits to make sure that doesn't happen. Still holding on, holding it close. Adrian's starting to lose the DRS from Loic, and Adrian starting to catch up. That's a scary sight you don't want to see as we get into this battle here. Of course, Adrian very aggressive on the overtaking, or defending, I guess, as we've seen from Canada after the incident he's had with Will. Adrian runs it wide here, so he will get a decent exit, but I don't think it'll be enough to overtake JJ, but we'll see how much this DRS helps him. JJ trying to break the toe, but he's actually driving directly into it for him. And yeah, he does not make moves there. Adrian decides to hold off. We slowly get Chris starting to catch up now in the DRS as well. But he's losing a bit of traction. But yeah, this could be a very tricky circuit with this traction. Ooh. Eddie running Francois off the track. I missed that one. Oh, these three are battling their asses off. What happened to Francois? Okay, we're going to hold on to these three for now. Oh, wait. So Francois is again losing this position. Francois getting P2 back. This is an interesting battle here. This is... Okay, I'm liking what's transpiring here. Let's see if Eddie can get his second win. Of course, all three of these drivers at the top are the race winners of this season. And this battling will be very important as well, as it could help Will, who's on those hard tires in the back, who has a very good opportunity to catch up if these guys slow each other down. And the only two drivers on hard tires at the moment we have are Will and Kevin. Francois again losing traction. It is tricky with that traction. Loic fell behind. I don't know what happened to him there. That gives, again, more of an... I mean, Loic will find his way up, as he always does. Of course, these guys are going to continue battling. We're already into lap 5 of this Grand Prix. Not too much action has happened other than what has happened in the front so far. Will finally making a move on JJ as he finds his way up the inside. And let's give this a little battle here, panoramic view. I don't... Still really tight up here in the front. Francois holding P1 now. Still have Loic trailing behind now, 2.3 behind. Will trying to catch those ones. And JJ kind of filling in at P5. Again, as predicted, I kind of foresaw from the beginning of the race, we're seeing Chris slowly finding his way up the grid. So we're going to hold on to these two. Look how beautiful this is on the sweeping curves here. The camera angle is incredible. Great work from the helicopter team, of course. Eddie still holding on to that DRS from Francois. This might be able to help these two escape Loic if they don't battle that hard. Eddie's starting to lose the DRS. That is going to be... Yeah, the gaps are starting to really form. We have Loic going into the pit. I think he might be trying for a two-pit or even an undercut. I don't know if he thinks he can carry on those tires for, I don't know, however long. But now we have Kevin slowly catching up. He's going to try and make a move here on turn 1 on Adrian. He does not successful. Oh, he makes... He collides with him a little bit. There's possibly some damage there. The wings seem to be fine for the time being. We'll see if that affects him over time. And this is really the only battle we have on the grid right now. Everyone being separated by more than a second. Probably going to try to make a move here again. Those hard tires really going to want to stick it. Those mediums are going to start losing traction, as we even see from a bit of the front runners. Even Will now running his way up 4 seconds away. Adrian's starting to fall out of it. He's not going to be able to make a move. And now we're just, I guess we'll hold on to the race leader and see how his driving is for the time being. Actually, is he going to lose it there? Okay, no. It looked like it for a second, but Brandon's catching up to Chris, so we're going to hold on to this. No battling so far going on in the grid again. This is the closest battle we have. Looks like Francois is going to hold. Again, all it takes is a little bit of a sneeze and Francois is out of there. So it's going to be interesting as we watch Loic on those pressure tires. Of course, he can start finding his way up the grid. We have Evan making a move here. Easily go on ahead of Brandon. This is a battle. You guys just keep pushing along now. As is anyone else hit? I may have missed some of that. Yeah, so Prix has got to pit in, Tim's got to pit in, Adrian's got to pit in, and Miami Dade has got to pit in. And it looks like, yeah, everyone's on cars that has already pit. We're going to be on the watch to see if those guys decide to do a two-pit. We have Eddie into the pit now. He's going to look to undercut. And make a move now on Kevin. Again, these guys are going to keep going back and forth. No collisions there. Of course, we've seen what happened towards Canada. This battling is great news for Loic, who's following through behind. Lowe's moving up to P3 now for the time being. We'll see again how his strategy starts to affect that. He's actually ahead of Francois. So let's see if he starts to hold him up again. He can push ahead and really start to get these overtakes and hope that drivers like Kevin do end up slowing down Francois for him. But now we have Loic in between there in the front, and Kevin trying to hold on. Again, Kevin battling on those older tires. Surely he's got to just let Loic pass at this moment. Loic's going to be so much faster than him. Yeah, that's clear. And Francois is actually probably going to try and make a run for it himself as well. It's actually very important that Francois gets a boost done very early on Kevin, because he does not want to be held up behind him, because then that gives Loic some time to escape. And Kevin really, again, holding him up on those hard tires. I think he's probably got another like 2 or 3 laps on those tires after this lap's over. Yeah, and he's gonna waste no time making the overtake, and he's gonna try and hold on to DRS from Loic, and he will. Again, on those pressure tires, almost losing it there. The lockup was very intriguing. He actually falls back into DRS now, but again, holding on tight. I think he should maintain it on those pressure tires. But right now, it looks like this might be the battle for the race lead, the race win, technically, I guess. Again, we don't know what Loic's going to do. Eddie trying to climb his way up, and we'll see if he finds his way up if these guys do end up battling ahead. Oh man, Loic losing control ahead. That should give Francois an easy overtake. Maybe not this straight, but again, if he's able to hold on. Actually, oh, looks like he might go ahead and battle this out. Really smooth in the braking there. Loic going to hold on. Hold this too wide. Is he going to keep it? No, he gives Francois the position. Francois just has such a better exit. Oh my god, Loic corners. Corners, brother. Can't be cutting him like that. Alright. Again, Kevin holding up another driver on pressure tires. I feel like we've seen that a couple times. Loic looking to possibly make a move over here. He gives him the position. He doesn't decide to battle. He has all the ERS in the world right now. Alright, he's going to hold off. I think maybe he's just trying to hold DRS for as long as he can. Not cook his tires and maybe try to get him on the last straight at the end. We'll see, but it's going to be hard to hold on to those cars. Held them now for about 5 or 6 laps. See, Eddie's now overtaken Kevin. And JJ's looking to slowly make a move onto Prix back here. Let's get some action back here. JJ gets the DRS. It's another key battle in the race. Chris having a phenomenal race so far after starting from P9. Tries to take it on the outside, doesn't work. Will's just exit the pit on those medium tires. We should see Kevin going into the pit probably this lap. JJ now looking to make the outside line here work. He holds it. Chris gonna hold on the inside. Will getting a perfect angle from this. He's gonna get slowed down by these two as he's trying to make an overtake on these fresh tires. He's gonna try and make the dive bomb move on Chris. Chris is gonna give him the space, but he's not able to make the move. And Will has to tuck down now behind these two drivers. We have Loic still holding on at the front. He's going into turn one, so that's happening over there. He's going to catch back up to that on the next DRS straight. And again, Will is stuck behind these two drivers. Surely he does not take the 3 wide. That would be insane. Be a move Loic would do, I know that for sure. Chris overtakes JJ again from P5. Will, again, look at all these fresh medium tires. This has got to be frustrating. Given the opportunity for Brandon and Adrian behind to catch up in their DRS as well. Let's catch up to these two on the straight as they again tuck it back. And oh, I missed the dive bomb by Will. That's my apologies, but Will is going to continue battling for this. Chris again holding the inside line. That's going to continue to tuck his tires as time goes on, but he is going to actually give it up. JJ making a dive bomb attempt. I don't know if I like that there. You really do need to hold on to Will if you want any hopes of finishing P5. And I guess P4 because, again, Kevin hasn't pit, which is something, surely he's going to pit soon. Surely it has to do with that. And yeah, we have Kevin in for the pit. That's why, is he going to stop? No, he is going on the I didn't like that strategy. I mean, I guess... No, he started from P7, he's back in P9, P10 now, actually. His back markers are going to start to overtake him. He has a lot of time to capture. I mean, he could climb back this position, but... No good luck. Loic is now out of the DRS for Francois. And yeah, those tires are just a little older. It is a lot harder to hold on to that, but he's going to keep trying to push. Brandon now finding his way ahead. I missed what happened to Chris. How did he get the penalty? So 3 seconds. Where's that track limit? Yeah, a lot of the grid is starting to fill out. We'll see if Chris is able to get the overtake on Brandon, but that's not going to matter too much. We have now JJ in FP6 and Adrian in FP7. Chris, he was having these 2 races in a row. This is really close here, actually. Jesus Christ, oh my god! That's a wild double DNF. Holy shit, safety car for sure. That was insane. What the fuck did I just see? Holy shit. This race just got interesting, but not in the right way. Oh, the stewards are gonna have a day with that one. Yeah. Yeah, I don't even know, man. That was insane. That was actually comical. I can't even lie. So we'll see. This will be a couple laps now. Probably see the safety car come one more lap around. Okay, now anyone really has a chance for the lead. Let's see, what tires do we have here? Yeah, Loic on those fresh softs, having a big advantage there. Alright, let's see how we get along here now. Another lap of the safety car is so exciting. Oh wait, no, the safety car is gone. I don't know where I was going there. Wait, what happened to Francois? I completely missed that. Holy shit. Now we have Adrian in P1. I guess Loic and Francois, so I would miss that completely. And now we have potential to see another new race winner for the season. We have 3 laps to go here. This grid is so chaotic. Eddie's still holding on to P1. Yeah, I could see it getting very ugly. last lap, we have an Aston Martin 1-2 at the current moment as it stands. Eddie looking to win his second Grand Prix of the year and of his career. As long as he can hold on. Oh yeah, big time focus on Tier 2. And another yellow flag in the back. It seems like Loic is having problems. Maron. And what a race we had here. We have Aston Martin 1-2. We have Will in P3, Adrian P4, Kevin P5. Of course, we have Tim P6, Dave P7, Colin P8, and Loic P9 as the only classified drivers. And what a interesting race. I definitely got to look back to see what happened. I missed the carnage, but wild race. Loved it through and through. Um, yep. But what a great race we had, to say the least. Actually, this was probably the most boring of the season. Very gapped out. But another interesting win. We have Eddie obviously winning. So congratulations. Yeah, that'll be the day. Y'all have a great day. Cheers.